This is VOA News via remote. I'm Marissa Melton. The U.S. Senate confirmed Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson to the U.S. Supreme Court Thursday by a vote of 52 to 47, making her the first African-American female justice on the highest court in the country. Vice President Kamala Harris presided over the historic moment, even though Democrats did not need her tie-breaking vote in the evenly divided Senate to confirm Jackson. Three Republicans, Susan Collins, Lisa Murkowski, and Mitt Romney, all voted to approve the 51-year-old judge. She's only the third African-American justice in the Supreme Court's history. In a four-day hearing before the Senate Judiciary Committee last month, Democrats praised Jackson for her depth of experience, serving as a judge for nearly 10 years at the federal and appellate levels. She also clerked for Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer, whose retirement opened a place on the bench that Jackson will fill. The U.S. Senate on Thursday unanimously passed two bills it says will add pressure on Russia over its invasion of Ukraine in February. One bill makes into law U.S. President Joe Biden's executive order's ban on importing Russian oil and liquefied natural gas. Before the war, the U.S. only imported a small amount of energy from Russia. The other would end Belarus and Russia's most favored nation trade status and would allow President Biden to impose higher tariffs on Russian products like steel and aluminum. The bills would allow us a return to more normal trade relations with Russia under, quote, certain conditions. Both bills will now head to the House of Representatives, where they are expected to pass. This is VOA News. More information is being disclosed about two men who impersonated U.S. federal agents. AP correspondent Mike Gracia has the story.
One of two men accused of impersonating federal agents and providing gifts and free apartments in Washington to actual Secret Service agents claimed to have ties to Pakistani intelligence. In court Thursday, federal prosecutors said 35-year-old Haider Ali had told witnesses that he was affiliated with the Inter-Services Intelligence Agency in Pakistan and had multiple visas from Pakistan and Iran. Assistant U.S. Attorney Joshua Rothstein said U.S. authorities have not been able to verify Ali's claims. Ali and 40-year-old Arian Taherzadeh were arrested Wednesday. A detention hearing is scheduled Friday afternoon. Mike Gracia, Washington.
At least two people were killed and several were wounded Thursday after a shooter opened fire at a central bar in Tel Aviv. A local ambulance service said it had had reports of several shootings around the downtown district and had transported 6 people to the hospital with serious injuries. A local hospital said in a statement that it had received 10 wounded people into its trauma room and that 2 had died. Live footage of the attack showed police arriving at the scene and pointing their guns at the upper levels of a building. The footage also showed an explosion at the same location. Police officials said they suspect that a single shooter carried out the attack and is now on the run. The motive for the attack was not clear. Tensions have been high in Israel after several recent attacks by Palestinians that have killed 11 people. The administration of Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett said he was monitoring the situation from military headquarters in downtown Tel Aviv. A U.S. federal appeals court has upheld U.S. President Joe Biden's requirement that all federal employees be vaccinated against COVID-19. In a 2-1 ruling on Thursday, a panel of the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals in New Orleans reversed a lower court and ordered a dismissal of a lawsuit challenging the mandate. U.S. District Judge Jeffrey Brown of Texas had issued a nationwide injunction against the requirement in January. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken warned Thursday that more credible reports of Russian atrocities against Ukrainian civilians are coming out of Ukraine. He vowed there will be accountability from Moscow. He spoke to media after meeting with NATO and allied foreign ministers in Brussels. And top story, the U.S. Senate confirmed Ketanji Brown Jackson to the U.S. Supreme Court today on a vote of 53 to 47. That's a correction from the earlier reported vote. Via remote, I'm Marissa Melton, VOA News.